Don't worry, we all know Chris is bad at this. He can't type. Her APM is way too low to even play League of Legends.
How do you spell Zeta?
Z-E-T-A. Z-E-T-A.
That's what I said. I don't know what you're on about.
You had 2 A's.
Shut up. To prove it. No one screenshotted that.
Are you going to go back and edit the video before you upload it?
Maybe. Probably not. It sounds like work. Okay, gentlemen. If everyone's happy to start, I'll start around a minute ahead of schedule.
Yeah, they're all waiting for you because you're slow.
Okay. So timing the round has started.
Clay, your stuff's done.
So we're up to PS12 for deployment now.
Yeah.
Because
Clay.
everyone...
Clay, your stuff.
What's the question, Clay? Because I can share it.
I'll just...
Is it...
The ships had to be fully within.
No, if you read the card, it says at. You must deploy at
I'm
range.
just going off of a big memory of the spoil.
Yep.
Whatchamacallit showing them in the art. I never really read the card, so...
Fantasy Flight is very clear with their terminology. At does in fact mean only partially.
Yeah.
Within means entirely. This is explicit and in the rules. And oh look, tokens is... They don't have comm relays, do they?
No, you can't get the hyperwaves and comm relays.
Yeah. So basically he's looking for that one crazy alpha strike. So we know what he's going to do on this turn.
So which way do you think they're going to go? Are they going to go after Colonel first? Or are we going after...
Okay, if I was playing Clay's list against this, I'd just be going straight with my ships.
Yeah.
And make him have to take that shot at range 3.
Yeah.
In fact, if he goes 4 straights and boosts, that might be good enough. Which one is which?
I did. I said if everyone's
We started
happy,
like
we'll
a minute ago.
early. It's not my fault you weren't paying attention.
Better label the ties correctly so we know which tie is which.
Okay.
Which tie is which? I'll go look.
Yeah. So the bottom one was
Omega Ace.
Omega Ace. Okay. Just give me a second.
O, E, and Z should be good enough.
What are you talking about?
Or that.
So we have Omega Ace is the quad jumper.
So confusing.
Shut up, man. This works. This is legit. Well, which was the middle one? The really tall one?
I went to roll like you've got 3 shuttles. So you can pull 2 of the A's off. Yeah, I'll definitely catch you.
And we have Zeta Race.
Wow, Automod is really, really picky.
So,
Just a lot.
It just says strip.
Yeah. But in context, it's fine.
2. Yeah, so to answer the question, you can...
He can pull up to 2 of 8 tokens.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that pile of tokens is really, really high.
And then my 7s go, and then my 12s.
million tokens.
You've got a whole video out.
Oh, you'll not see any of that because of the fun stuff I've done on the overlay.
Oh, look, they went 5 forward.
Who knew?
Yeah, right?
Did you see the aggressive plays coming?
No, I never saw it coming. It was tactical genius, man. Creed.
There we go, see?
Yeah, Carnor's way too far away.
To be relevant soon.
Yeah. Quad jumper, quad dice, right?
That's it, exactly. There was method to the madness, not purely the way I lined the pictures up. So we really need more people to post in chat to get rid of the stupid auto mod one. Can I turn off auto mod? Where it is? No, don't show messages caught by auto mod.
Then that will just filter them.
Yeah, then it will let me. Yeah, there we go.
So if someone says something and he doesn't show up, well, you know why. Yeah, the boost probably gets him out of this.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. It gets him out of the range of the turn 1 trick.
Yeah. But it gives him a chance to bring Carnor in next turn. So
Yeah. Which gives, I think Terrence is relatively happy with the way it's going. There's not, you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
The way it's fallen is it's a really hard matchup. You know? One evade.
Nope.
No. 2 shields off.
Yep.
When he takes a hull damage, he goes down to yes.
Yeah.
He takes the stress, he gets an extra attack die.
I love this. Just the combination of attacks. Oh, you don't want his PS12 guy flying around. Best shoot him.
Okay, 1 crit.
Told you.
Predator, okay.
Yep.
Range 3.
Yep.
Hit crit. 1, 2.
Gunner.
Yep.
The gunner shot.
1, 2, 3.
So, needed tokens galore. Luckily, he had them.
Indeed.
Stress. 3 hits.
Seems good.
Was that an evade on that one, Claire?
Nope, that's 1 damage to hull.
Hull damage.
Oh.
Yeah, just enough.
I avoided it
As
for
soon
this
as I saw
round.
which way you were sitting, I was like, I should have put him over here with blue both of these up.
I was kind of surprised that he
Yeah.
didn't have him over there. I mean, really, there's no way.
Oh, and Terrence
Yeah,
finally
yeah.
clubs it on the first
You've got
round.
him set up in the right
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine.
Because you were right against
It's okay.
Tears for Terrence.
And the problem.
Well, I don't know about you, but I feed on his suffering, so.
So I would start putting Fanatical Devotion onto the shuttle now, so that I can spend a focus token onto. I can spend a focus token defensively with the other ships.
Well, that's one way to go about it.
Flyby Falcon. So Quay's really got to think where he goes now.
Yep. One upside is Omega 8 is the furthest one away, so.
Exactly. But if he runs too far, you lose the effectiveness, and you won't be able to bring it back in to. The last thing Clay wants to do is engage with just Colonel or just.
Yeah.
It needs to be everything at the same time. What Clay needs to do is.
Engaging the two of them at the same time. The first game, Turner didn't even shoot. So.
Yeah, well, that one is obvious enough that,
Yes,
frankly, Clay should.
And
go
how much
back.
did you win the first game by, Clay?
One.
How many mighty points was that?
One. It was awesome. It was a mighty victory for the Empire.
By
So,
running away.
Is my advice actually good advice then?
Well, in this case, it might not be because I'm already down the hull, so.
You shooting into hull already?
Yeah, I got one hull on the board.
No Vaders yet either.
To shoot with my great monster.
I think that this kind of bait and run with the decimator works if you're flying with Kenkirk, but because this would be that would have been a perfect turn of shooting to receive with Kenkirk.
Yep.
But when you're looking at no defense dice and not Palpatine, it makes it just horrible.
I know what I would do, but I'm going to save it for after.
No, tell me now.
Hard left. Did he tell you that it was setting up parallel to a table edge and it was only going to fly straight? So if it happened to go off, but it's not off. So if he didn't say that, if he didn't say it, oh, okay.
He's fly casual, man.
It's top table, man. Top table. Not,
This is how you play casual, bro. Say what doesn't matter.
says the guy who's quitting X-Wing.
You realize what list I brought, right? I'm pretty sure I'm playing casual.
Oh dear. The internet says Critty McCritface is hugging your decimator. Oh, see, there's a reason why Audio Weasel gets all of the shoutouts.
Time for fun! Or so we hope.
Apparently you need to have your wings in attack mode. Once you start, it's okay until you're going to start shooting.
Well, I'm shooting this turn.
Okay.
My sevens?
Yeah, so I think
Terrence always uses so many stands.
Oh no, we can't do it. Oh. This one's really far away.
Move your pictures already.
Oh, stop whining. We are consummate professionals here at Monday Night Gaming, as you can all tell.
Using scum ships for Imperial ties, yeah. So professional.
Yes. Yes, it is absolutely ginormous. You think you have a storage solution? FFG says, think again.
Man, we must be on quite the delay right now. Yeah, looks like a good 30-40 seconds. You had one job, Chris. You had one job. Well, now we need to figure. Now, what did Terrence do?
I don't know. Is this the choice of action on?
Yeah, Clay is a little
Yeah.
worried about this, so
Well, it's taking it seriously. You know, you've got to play for time when you're playing this kind of list.
Allows you to win by 1 point.
Exactly. You know,
he's not wrong.
he's taking his beatings from a master and then taking it on board and learns. In fairness, Clay is the only person going to a regional in like 5 days' time, so we won't actually swag him off too much for practicing properly. Sorry, we will obviously swag him off as much as we can.
I will take so he gets
Just out of range 1.
no, has to be much shit.
Yeah, do you have
Alright, so my PS12 goes first.
Right now I would shoot Jackson's great tokens and try and god shot him from range 3.
You don't. You've got to have a target lock on him.
Oh, well,
So
whatever.
yeah.
Eh, whatever. Do it anyways. Because it's dumb.
2 more damage on the decimator. I definitely think this is the right play. Because even if Karnor does stuff, it's.
we'll see that.
I will take one, which allows me to take a shield. Would you like to regroup? Okay.
Vader, do it.
We're at
Same guy?
2, right?
Range 2, yep.
Tokens are gone.
A lot of music on fire on Karna.
I'd have left it though.
I got 2, takes 1. So raise promises now. Direct hit, 2 damage.
It hurts and stings.
Who was that on to?
Epsilon.
Yeah, Epsilon H just is now down to 4.
So Epsilon Ace is down to pilot skill 4.
Yeah,
So on
he's at
Karnor,
1.
range 3.
Yeah.
I'll fire 3 dice.
Stealth device and
Who did you put for that fanatical devotion on? Yeah.
Got it.
It's like, oh look, Jack's dodged the range 3 shot.
There. Extra die. 2. 1, 2, 3. Yep. And the little one. Range 3.
4 dice attack. Looking for any focus result.
So this one goes up, cannot be blocked. Guaranteed to lose your stealth device.
There we go. This is fanatical devotion coming into play.
Yep.
I wanted to get to talk about this because I think that Hux has the potential to replace Palpatine
stealth is gone.
because that is so strong. Being able to put on an uncancelable damage and still have the support element of passing out all of those tokens.
Yep.
The bad part about him is the range restriction.
Also no defensive aspect.
only on the guy you put
Yeah,
fanatical
but-
devotion on, and at that point you can put it on a ship where it is going to be irrelevant.
Yeah.
Again, having
So
it
shuttle
on the
doesn't
shuttle
care.
itself. Yeah.
Chris says lots of dumb stuff. It's just his thing.
Potential, it does not mean certainty. Ask any young up-and-coming athlete. But
Yeah.
there is potential for Hux to be an extremely, extremely strong card. And remember, at the time, I was the only person who said Palpatine was any good on release. Out of the Paul Heaver, all of the other people on Nova Squadron Radio,
Yeah.
it was me who was saying that Palpatine was good.
And now people are screaming for nerfs.
Yeah, so suck that, internet.
The internet's always wrong about things. There's insufficient ties. I demand more ties.
They're always
Have them pointing in
they're-
different directions.
No.
Do it. If you had ties all pointing in different directions, it could still be technically clear, just a lot more.
If Clay
Silly.
would kill the ties quicker, I wouldn't need to.
He's filled with advice, you know? Really great advice.
Reduce the hull of,
Do you-
of
do
the
you wanna
enemy
spin
ships
the-
to
do you wanna
zero
spin
while
the
not
screen
letting
round
yours
so we can
go
see
to zero.
how we're marking the ships now. So I've stopped using letters to mark the ships. So if they
Oh,
want,
you have little icons, nice.
so they want more TIE fighters for the icons.
Can you even fit Hux
Hux-
into a triple upside down
Hooks in a
list?
triple upside list
I guess you
would
could
be
fit.
absolutely devastating, as long as you can pick the correct one to put fanatical devotion onto.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, you'd have 10 points.
you need to get away from the mindset of having a defensive focus, but you've got ships that don't need a defensive focus.
Agility.
Yeah,
Who cares? When you're rolling and you're throwing 4 dice, the chance of a focus turning up is actually pretty good.
yeah. And if they're not shooting you, it doesn't matter if you can't spend a focus token defensively.
Or if they are shooting you, you don't care because you're only rolling one green
Yeah.
die anyway. Whoop-de frigging do. Yeah. Clay has some hard choices to make this turn.
We've established that triple upswans is called Wayne Enterprises.
Sure, why not? Hard Rock has kind of an awkward
See,
position.
if we're gonna start using like Batman references, you've got to fly the upswan and strikers together and have all of the flappy wings and
And be Batman. I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. Batman.
I'm Batman. I can't do
Yeah, I
it.
think you should do the rest of the stream in your best Christian Bale Batman voice. / Terminator Salvation.
I don't have a good one. I just have a bad one.
Oh yeah. So I would be expecting Kenka Rack to be out of the fight. I would have been tempted to do the one bank to cut him off, but it's going to be a hard one.
Fanatical devotion.
So it is Zeta Leader, will not have the focus token from fanatical.
Yep,
From
out of range.
Pucks. It was out of range.
Oh well, you probably won't need it. Like, all this is doing, like, look at where Jax is. There's almost no way he's going to get out of range one of those, so that focus token is going to be pretty irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's pointing the wrong way. And that's Terrence's turn, and now Clay is wondering what to do. Crunch.
So no action there. And no stealth device anymore.
Yep. And only 2 hull. No evade tokens. So
No, but he looks like he's in arc from the.
looks like the shuttle's got him.
Yeah.
So. And
Professionalism from both players. Train tracking the block.
yep.
We take our 8-player casual events extremely seriously in Calgary.
By bringing stupid shit like quad jumpers. I know, but quad jumpers are glorious.
Amazing.
True glory.
I am going to show Omega East. So range 1, they can't show him the dark side because they can't stop him from shooting in the air. So we find one pilot charge.
So this is a technical misplay. Obviously, you're not allowed to get your opponent to find it. There's been no damage cards dealt. His Terrence now has a knowledge that he shouldn't have.
Which is?
If you couldn't find a blinded pilot, it means that if you're face down damage cards.
There's no face down.
No, but
Yeah.
That's why I told him to do it.
Yeah. I'll give it to him when I have the possibility.
I know he told you to do it, so you weren't cheating.
That's why I told him to do it though. It didn't matter because he was on
Well, technically, the onus is on both of you to maintain the correct game state.
Indeed.
So, for casual, fuck off.
Jax might as well play first.
Judge ruling, no.
4 dice.
No help. Do it. No crit, right? So you need a crit. I got 1. I take a shield.
That is the shield of Omega Ace.
3.
Yeah.
I needed a darker film. 2. Oh, you get it.
Ooh.
Range 2.
Range 2 shot.
The shield's been knocked off, so.
So he needs a focus result.
Yep.
Hit crit. He
Even if it
needs to
doesn't
cancel
land.
2.
Totally viable.
Later.
So hit crit. And that's my crit, right?
Oh, it lands. Ouch.
Yeah. Well, he can't Vader, surely. Oh no, he can't.
After upgrading one of your vessels. So, she's not sure who shoots first. That was pretty fake. That's actually a good point. On here, range 2. I will take an extra die. Sad.
So stress on Epsilon, on Zeta leader, sorry.
Yep. Shooting across the decimator. Just
Yeah.
pop.
Yeah. So
Range 1.
Yep. Epsilon leader.
Or hit crit.
Ooh. That hurts.
He's a 3.
so hit crit going on to a decimator.
What another hull.
That made me re-roll it.
7. So he's down to 5 now.
Over here.
Don't forget the damage that's already been on him.
That is range 1.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Five dice. 1, 2, 3.
Dead Colonel.
And that's going to be the
That's
end of it, most
going
likely.
to be.
So you don't want to quit?
So that is a exploding Colonel.
Yeah, damage cockpit on crack as well. Not good.
That's pilot score 0 or can't bump? Yeah.
0.
Yeah, that's effectively game.
It is very much game.
Yeah, well then it would have been Found City, right?
The end is at hand.
So Clay does have the advantage of getting behind the shuttle now, so he doesn't need to worry about that for a few turns.
Yep, he can ignore the full health shuttle that he's going to have to deal with eventually.
So now Terrence knows that he can't win without showing us the god shot. So that's going to be the actual challenge.
Oh yeah, always. 100% of the time. Are you good?
Yeah, if he doesn't do it, we'll just have to be very disappointed in him
Yeah.
and shame him forever.
Hang on. That changes absolutely everything.
That's what this is out there for. Start.
So if you want an effective rebel crew, I think you don't have to look too far. Obviously they had C-3PO, who was massively effective. Finn is extremely strong.
Kanan, Kyle.
Yeah, Kanan is potentially broken, depending on your mindset. I believe Captain Rex is an awesome crew.
Yep. There's some fairly
Depending
strong.
on the different ways you can build him. Yep, Sabine is.
Sabine is something else that people are crying for nerfs for.
Oh, you cannot nerf Sabine.
I'm not saying they should. I'm saying
the
that
only
people
way-
are asking to
The
nerf
only
her.
way you nerf Sabine is by putting her in the Imperial faction as well, so that everyone can play her.
Imperials don't have good bombers.
Oh, you do something different. You need a Sabine crew from Scum and Villainy, which does something weird.
Yep.
So I will shoot things to happen.
I still think that the only real effectiveness is mines rather than bombs. I don't think that there's too many bombs that are awesome when you reveal them.
Honestly, what's good that doesn't have? What is there that is good in a game that someone hasn't screamed, "Nerf this"?
Yeah, that's true. You have to cry about everything.
Right though. Absolutely. How bad do you want to get that shot off on the screen?
I guess we'll see. Alright. Range 2.
Range 2 from Tyler?
Yeah.
Boo!
Extra shot.
Boo!
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yay. Range 3. Hit.
That's okay, only one hit. It can survive
Range
that.
3. Hit crit.
Oh, sad times.
1 crit.
Damage engine. this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You gotta really be careful now.
You're up.
I honestly don't think there's a way to make Punishers good unless Ordnance costs 0 points.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the biggest misses they've done in a long time is the Punisher.
This guy rolled all blanks. He got 1 out of 2.
Yeah, the Punisher just doesn't do anything. If it had access to slam,
1, 2. Crit.
No God shot.
No, boo! Boo!
Omega Ace falls. The God Shot is dead.
You killed something.
Did you Vader to do it?
Taking my deal.
He didn't have to.
Hey, you still have the option to Vader, Clay.
Do it. Do it.
Did I change the
Do it for style points.
kill myself? See, I might have done that if you had evaded both of those gunner shots. And just
Honestly, if there's a Punisher fix coming, it's probably way back in the pipe because there's so many things that demand a fix, right? Like half of the Scum faction.
Like Wave 1 ships that still haven't been fixed.
the entire bottom half of the Scum faction.
Yeah.
I'm ready when you're ready, sir. This is the first time ever that I've had my dials down first. You know that.
I played a lot of games with you. Trust me.
Trying to get past you. This is everything. Come on, man. You should be able to tell me what I'm doing.
God Shot is dead.
Ready?
There must be a crewman on the Decimator named Nietzsche.
Oh well. We could go with the Batman versus Superman references and stuff like Lex Luthor talking about God.
That was a Nietzsche.
I said we could.
X-Wing hasn't even been announced yet, has it?
C-Rock is the latest announcement.
Yeah. And it's Seek semi-fix?
Judge rules, put it wherever you want.
Because it could have been bumped.
Technically I can get rid of this one as well now. And just have the TIE Fighter.
Tears for Omega Ace. We were denied the God Shot.
So we didn't get to see it, but it has happened 7 times today. I think.
What?
The God Shot, you got it 7 times today?
No, I got 4 of them. I haven't got 5 today.
I didn't get the God shot once today. So we
No,
can't
it's
retire.
in game 1. How many times have you used it though?
4 times where I got 4 crits.
Right.
0 times where I got 5.
Okay. So we never got the 5 crits today.
Disappointment.
I'll keep lending you the up to one until it works.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. The Bomber actually having that extra agility compared to the...
Yeah. Extra hull and shields
Extra-
is just...
Like, it's... And it is being cheaper, right? Like, it is substantially cheaper than a Punisher.
So technically it does bring the ability to field 4 ties in Rebels, Dano.
No one's gonna
you
do
would
it.
never will. You only need to buy 2 packs to be able to do it.
And only if you
still,
want to
I
field
only-
certain pairs.
Yeah. And
2
I still only
pairs.
bought 1.
There's only 2 pairs of it that
Yeah.
you could not field out of one expansion. And all the useful stuff is unique anyway. So why
So,
bother?
unsurprisingly, the range 2 shot sees Rear Admiral Shiranu go down.
Sure you want to take this?
Rear Admiral Shirano. Okay. Terrence wins.
I'll take it, I guess. Got to the top table for the second time and lost again. So
Well, better than 1 and 2 or
Yeah.
3. So you were thinking about taking this to regionals?
Yeah, I am. I mean, I was planning on taking Ray with somebody anyways. So I mean, it's a big ship with, I don't know, lots of hull, and it'll fly. Like the movement will be the same with it.
Fair enough.
So I can change to that and not hit rocks somewhat reliably and that sort of stuff.
Fair enough. Seems relevant.
I like it. I flew wrong against Terrence, although that list is really tough to figure out how to avoid getting smashed in the face right off the start.
Well, you didn't give him the range 1, the turn 1 shot, so.
I guess what I could have done was gone in and tried to push, I'll show you the dark side, onto Omega Ace and hit him with a blinded pilot at a range 1 engagement. But I mean, I set up.
Also a risk.
I set up, and then he's got to set up so that I can get that. So I mean, and but I think if I was going to change it, that's probably what I would have done, because I mean, at least the decimator can slough off 5 crits if he takes it.
Yeah.
It's
going to hurt.
It's going to hurt. But only one of those crits is going to hit the hull.
Yeah, Terrence, despite his performance,
unless the other guys
smarter than that. So.
You know, take a bunch off, like Terrence was saying. I'd only hit 1, so you know, 2 or 3 crits, that sort of stuff. But no, it's an interesting list. I can definitely see the frustration of flying against that rack with Kylo on him.
Mm.
And Vader is a thing. It allowed me to crush Fen Rao 3 times with Vader before I finally got an actual hit through. So
seems good.
The engine is nice. It gives you the ability to run if you need to,
or reposition and
move into range 1 and 2 to get that crit ability of cheer news. So yeah, I don't mind it. It's interesting. I don't know whether I can fly it well enough to do well, but I think I might run it. Unless anyone from Saskatoon and Winnipeg is watching, then I'm totally not running it.
Could be. Could be.
Yeah.
It's an option.
What did you think of it? Other than the one game you got to watch me play it.
It is the same, it is the same sort of archetype as the really old RAC FAL, right?
Yeah.
Like, it used to be a thing long, long ago.
I mean, if I run into quad TLTs or, you know, swarm type of list, I'll be in trouble.
Quad TLTs, it depends. I mean, you've got the engine, so what you do is you just turn into them and smash into them.
And
like do damage up close at range 1 and force them to primary for the first turn or 2. And well, hopefully Jax is there to disrupt them. Honestly, the TLTs are not going to want to go engage you head on, so I would look to try and smash into them and get in their face.
The first game I played tonight against Greg, Carnor Jax did not take a shot in the 65-minute game, but he did lead Greg's aces and quad jumpers on a merry chase all the way around the map and back again.
Hey, if he was also close enough to disrupt them, it's good enough. A win is a win.
Yeah, it was quite the interesting. I took so many tractor beam tokens, but at least it was only 1 tractor beam token at a time. But it seemed like every round.
Yeah.
And then the second game against Jeremy was when I actually got the combo of Carnor and Rear Admiral Cheernew to work out, where Carnor just comes in, blocks the focus and evade spins, and Rear Admiral Cheernew goes to town.
And starts chewing them up. Yeah.
If I can use it like that, I think I'll do decent. I'm looking to keep myself above 500 in regional events, and I think I'm 8-4. Does that sound right?
I wouldn't know. I can't track everybody's result.
Yeah, I can't remember. I've got a winning record, so I want to keep a winning record in regionals, and that would make me happy. So we'll see. It'll be, I think it's 5 games out there in the cut. So, although I'll run into Paul LaRue out there, I'm quite sure he's going as well. So
there we go. I think Mic's turned on.
Am I good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good. Camera's over there.
Alrighty.
I'll move Twitch chat down here. I'll make my logo a bit bigger, you know.
Perfect.
Stop motion. Oh, yeah.
Excellent. Nice. In real time.
So get priorities straight. So, enjoy yourself.
Yeah, that was good. I
Perform better than you think with that list. So I think
Yeah.
the text I got was I'm hoping for 1 victory.
Yeah, well, I just haven't seen anything from Wave 10. I don't know what anybody's bringing out right now, so I wasn't really building against the meta or building against anything. It was just the challenge that you gave me. You're like, okay, how would you do Swarm Leader and Omega Ace to get 5 crits? And then I like fired you back that list, and you're like, oh, that's all right actually.
Yeah.
So
I think the way it's almost similar, but you had a different breakdown of pilots. So I was trying to think of cheap ways to get evades, and I was trying to get Duke in there as well. So I think Duke synergizes really well with Swarm Leader as an EPT, but
you gotta
not
have
really Omega Ace
Right.
with Swarm Leader.
Right, because you got to have the Swarm Leader low enough that you're not taking away the evades before the other guy's juke, right?
Yeah.
So,
If I was going to play it that way, the way I think I would use it is like you use the old Tactician TLTK wings. It's about zone control.
Yeah.
It isn't about actually firing that shot.
Yeah.
It's about making them not land there.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, just look at the way I herded him around, right? Like, I pushed him around the board, like.
It was never in the fight with both ships.
Yeah.
And it was, by the time he got to the position where he could stop you doing stuff, he'd taken that much damage on rack that it was going to be irrelevant.
Yeah. And if he had turned in earlier, I mean, given the setup that we had, he would have just died faster. Like, I would have gotten the 4 crits or 5 crits if he had been in range. And he turns over all those cards, and who knows, right? Maybe he's blinded PS0, can't have red turns. Like, the first game that I played, I got the 4 crits on to end of VCX, and it was over. But when we turned him over, it was like he couldn't do anything. Like the next turn, he's like, I can't go straight. I can't do hard turns. I'm stressed. Like, yeah, that kind of sucks.
Oh dear, it's good.
Yeah.
You want to do him with that combination with some other crit stuff next?
Yeah, I think if I was to make an adjustment, I think I would just get away from the turn 1 shenanigans with 17 tokens, because you know, a good player is gonna play against that. And I would change it out to be not dormants, but
the one who lets you extend the
3.
range to make hooks even better.
Right. So, and that's the other thing. Hux is unbelievable. Like, this was my first time playing with him, and he's the new Imperial meta. Like, he is 3 actions for the price of 1, and a built-in Wampa.
The way I think about him is that if the Emperor at 8 points and 2 crew slots is good at giving you 1 dice roll, 3 focus tokens, and the Wampa ability for 5 points and 1 crew.
Yes.
That leaves you route for, I don't want to say Evader because that's counterintuitive to how you want to play it, but
no, just you can put Hux on a shuttle, right? 5 points. That's the limit, right?
It can't go on a tie shuttle. It's 4 points.
Oh, is it 4 for the shuttle?
Yeah,
okay.
That's the one bad thing about it, because
that on a tie shuttle would be disgusting.
Broken.
It would be just ridiculous.
I don't know that there isn't a place for him on a 30-point Phantom. The stress kills it.
Yeah, it does. It
but
hurts.
if you cloak and then hooks every round,
I don't know. I don't know.
The difference you have compared to a Lambda is that it's actually dice dependent on if it lives or not.
Right.
Whereas in a Lambda guarantees you a given amount of turns.
Yeah.
Which you can look at your opponent's list and plan for it. The 30-point Phantom that
could be there all game.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's going to have 4 evades with a focus.
The problem you're going to find when you start playing with Hux that I noticed by the end of the first game was you need to find a place to dump the Fanatical Devotion when you don't need the Wampa-like ability.
Yeah.
And the only place you could do it was on the shuttle in my list.
Yeah.
So I mean, not terrible, but
it's all. If you've got the PS as well, you can put it on someone you don't think is going to be an arc, and obviously against a turret, it's irrelevant. But even so, if you've got 3 different TIE fighters, okay, Fanatical Devotion goes on this one now.
Yeah,
he
takes
you've
a damage.
Damaged it. Okay,
right. Now it goes on the other one. Yeah, exactly.
Do you want to go to one that can't defend?
Yeah.
And that's control.
That is more control.
That's a Biggs-esque ability.
Yeah.
Because in your opponent's head, you've got to shoot it.
Well,
and people are talking about the 17-point quad jumper being the scum Biggs. Wherever you put that Fanatical Devotion is huge.
Yeah.
Not just for its attack, but...
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's... I'm really impressed with the design on that one. Because it really curbs some of the shuttle shenanigans. Like as soon as you start using it, you can't ever stop.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, that's a thing, right? That's a deal breaker. Like, I get 1 pass.
Yeah.
It's easier to get this shuttle around again because it's got the hard 2, so it comes back into the game in a relevant sort of manner. But you can't ever stop and just use it like a turret like you can the other one. So it takes a little more finesse for sure than just a standard shuttle. And because of the range 2 and range 3, if you get, I think the good version of it, it at least means you have to be near what's going on, unlike Palpatine and all that shenanigans. So
well, it's hard.
And the 4 dice to the front. I mean, it's no joke. Like, 5 dice at range 1.
I think I've been playing around with Kylo, with Escorter Settle, Fire Control, Hotshot Call, Pout and Gunner, as just to plonk it in front of something and remove it. And it does. Yeah. But it's still a shuttle.
Yeah. So it goes down fast too, right?
And it's very much, once that's
well,
me
what's
playing
that
around
shuttle
with
worth?
10.
50 points? 45?
It's a 50-point shuttle.
Yeah, it's
not
too
good.
many for 12 and 1.
It will be everywhere for the next 2 weeks. And then people will remember that
shuttle's a support ship.
It has an arc.
So, I think, and I would probably look at doing the fire control system, because I definitely missed it in every game. I missed it. Like, I ended up firing on the same thing twice, and like that one against Jax that I rolled 5 hits, there would have been no question.
So the one I think you missed out on is fire control system, and they can spend your target lock, your targeting synchronized attack.
Yeah.
From the shuttle, because
I can. Yes, that's right.
Then Omega
someone
Rays
else can use it. Yes.
Omega Rays doesn't need to have any action.
Yeah.
You can hook the focus onto
him, and then he can use the target lock. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's
lots you can. This is just talking about making that stupid list work, not even about.
But it's not even that stupid. Like it's the thing is, like, the 3 FOs, and the fact that the 3 FOs can do something. Like, the one gets the extra die, the other one can steal all the things and make a real attack. Like, it makes it so that you can't just ignore the FOs. And if you go after the FOs, they're, first of all, not that easy to kill, right? Once you can put an evade and get a focus on them every single turn if you need to. And if you go after them, then you can set it up in such a way that the shuttle just comes behind. And comes right through the combat, right?
Just narrowly.
Like, drift across. 4 or 5 dice attacks, like. And then what do? You turn around and take 5 shots at that thing to try and take it down while the FOs are swarming around. Like, it's tough. It's tough. I think it's a legit list. Like, I think if I think about the opponents that I had in the last regional, I think I would have done really good and maybe even made the cut with this list over the last one.
Oh yeah.
So
your last list was
horrible. Yeah.
I don't. After everything we practiced, I don't know what made you settle on that list.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was because in my matchup against defenders, I killed a defender every single time on the first round of shooting before it got to fire.
Yeah.
Like, reliably. It was reliably either Vessery or Ryad died in the first exchange.
Yeah.
Right? And then I could always manufacture after that a matchup between Omega Leader and whatever else was left, and Omega Leader would eventually win.
Yeah.
So, and then I knew my weaknesses was going to be efficiencies, so too many ships, and I ran into Ian, all efficiency.
Yeah.
Right. I ran into Paul's son, all efficiency. Like,
Yeah.
those were my bad matchups. I knew it going in. So.
Yeah. It looks like we have the last game finishing up.
I need to stick around for anything?
I can let you know. If you want to wait 4.5 minutes, you can potentially have more prizes. I don't know. You're currently in second, but that's because no other results have been given to me
My
yet.
MOV is shit. Terrence wouldn't.
What?
You know what? I wouldn't have shot at Omega
Not
Ace
yet.
if I thought you would have held off. Let me kill the other.
You could have turned in on the first turn and gave it to me right
I
there.
should have turned in. And actually, the more I think about it, that's what I should have done.